Hey, what is up everyone? It is Jake Pimento here from PimeTechnology, and yesterday I went ahead and did some Sprint speed testing on the Sprint network. Now I was using Boost Mobile, which is an MNVO of Sprint, but they use the same network and the speeds are exactly the same, etc. And I was using the brand new LG Stylo 3 on Boost Mobile, so this phone supports 2 times band 41, so basically what that means is it supports Sprint's really fast LTE plus network. I also did do some tests on their 3G network as you get away from the cell site, as well as their band 26 and 25 network. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys what happened.
The first place that I went was a residential neighborhood area. I had a quite busy road right in front of me, so there is traffic going through. As you can see, I had about negative 111 dBm of LTE plus band 41, so that is about 2 bars on an iPhone. So as you can see, I got 20 down exactly, which is kind of funny. My ping was 39 milliseconds, and as we can see, as the upload starts, it starts off a little bit slow, but then towards the end, it again kicks up, and it ended up being at around 1 megabit per second. So while the downloads were pretty decent for the signal I had, the uploads were pretty sluggish in my opinion. Next, I headed to a local middle school, and they have a tower right there, so I was getting about 4 bars of LTE plus, around negative 90. As you can see, our ping was around 38 milliseconds, which is very good, and our downloads were much faster than the previous speed test, which was farther away. As you can see, it ended up at around 37.51 as the download, which is not bad at all. I would have expected more from my signal, but still not bad. And our the uploads ended at 13.55, not bad at all. Oddly, I went down the road a little bit to go to my next spot, and these were the speeds I was getting, much faster. Next, I went to a very busy shopping plaza and was getting around 5 bars of LTE plus or negative 83 dBm. And as you can see, my ping was around 44 milliseconds, and my download skyrocketed to around 39 megabits per second, so a little bit faster than the previous one at the middle school, but still not that great for the 5 bars of LTE I was getting. So in the end, we got 39 download and 12 upload. Not bad, but not great. Next, I went to an area that was pretty far from the cell tower. I was getting 3 bars of only band 26, which is standard LTE and not LTE plus. So I was getting about 3 bars of band 26 LTE. And as you can see, my ping was 70 milliseconds, which isn't that great. And then my download was okay. It was around 9.35, looks like it ended at. And then my uploads were also decent. They weren't great, they were decent, but we were farther away from the cell tower, so our speeds obviously aren't going to be as good, but overall the speeds were pretty decent for being so far from the cell tower and not being on LTE plus. Next, I headed to a much more rural area. There were trees all around me. It was very woodsy and it was pretty much out there. There is a few houses on this road and such, but I was pretty far away. So my signal was actually pretty decent for being so far out in a rural area. I was getting about negative 95 or 3 bars LTE of band 25, which I was not able to get an LTE plus connection here. So as you can see, 49 millisecond ping is not that bad. Good thing it didn't go over 50. And as you can see, our speeds land around 15 megabits per second. And then our upload speeds also did really not that bad. Looks like we ended at around 5 megabits per second. So actually 6. Actually, that's pretty good. So really not that bad speeds for where I was, and it was very rural, so definitely not that bad at all. Next, I went even further from the cell site in a very rural area. I was getting only 3G. I was so far away from the cell site that I was unable to get an LTE connection. So this is gonna kind of be kind of a showing, I guess you could say, or really a real life test of how fast 3G is. So 3G is usually much slower than LTE, but it does go longer in range. So as you can see, we're getting about 1.26 megabits per second. We are getting 2 bars of 3G. So really not that bad at all for the downloads. The ping was actually really good as well. And wow, the uploads are actually pretty good. So it looks like we have the same download and upload speed. And like I said, only 2 bars of 3G. So not bad at all. To conclude this video, I cannot forget about the areas where Sprint just did not perform well at all. As I got to the edges of the cell site, Sprint definitely downgraded. I started to roam, and this happens even just when I'm in pretty areas where I travel a lot. So I mean, is it really a downside? The roaming really doesn't work. I believe if you're a Sprint postpaid customer, it will work. Sorry for the shaky video, by the way, but there's just some issues that I encountered on Sprint, and I believe it has to do with coverage in some areas. But overall, the coverage wasn't that bad, and those speed tests really gave you an idea of how good Sprint is when you're in a good to excellent covered area.
Alright, so that's going to be about it for my Sprint LTE Plus speed testing video. If you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, definitely leave a like up down below. Also, comment down below what you're getting on the Sprint network, or maybe some of your impressions or your thoughts. Definitely let me know. I love responding to your guys' comments. And definitely subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. And definitely hit that notifications little icon next to the subscribe button so you can stay up to date when I upload a new video. And yes, again, thank you guys so much for the support. Smile because you and technology are amazing. And peace out.